The behind-the-scenes drama has just exploded. A bombshell trade has started gaining momentum, and its impact could completely change the league landscape. The most impressive thing is that almost no one expected a change of this magnitude to happen at this moment. But the information has come out and is already shocking fans and analysts. So if you are a true Eagle, leave your like and subscribe, because this is one of the biggest bombshells of the moment. A completely unexpected rumor is shaking the NFL right now, and it involves one of the most important players on the Philadelphia Eagles roster, A.J. Brown. According to journalist Jason La Canfora, league executives mentioned the Jacksonville Jaguars in private conversations as a possible destination for Brown in a bombshell trade that no one imagined a few weeks ago. This rumor gained even more traction after all the speculation involving the New England Patriots, coach Mike Vrabel, and insider Diana Rossini's reports about the wide receiver's future. But there's an important detail. Brown did not request a trade. The Eagles also did not conduct a public trade investigation. Even so, NFL executives believe that several franchises are monitoring Philadelphia because of Howie Roseman's aggressive salary cap strategy and the franchise's constant search for roster flexibility. That's exactly where Jacksonville comes in. The Jaguars want to accelerate Trevor Lawrence's development before internal pressure increases even further. Within the league, there's a perception that the team's offense still lacks a dominant veteran receiver capable of deciding big games. Brian Thomas Jr. has reportedly shown inconsistency in his development, while Travis Hunter is apparently being used and prepared more as a cornerback than as a primary wide receiver. This completely changes the scenario, because Jacksonville may feel it needs to immediately bring in a proven star, and few players in the NFL have impacted games like A.J. Brown. Brown remains one of the most physical and explosive wide receivers in the league. His ability to transform short passes into huge thrombus gains after the catch makes him a nightmare for any secondary. His combination of strength, explosiveness, and aggressive routes can single-handedly change games. And for Trevor Lawrence, that could be exactly the missing piece. According to La Canfora, one executive believes a potential trade could happen before training camp. Another stated that the situation could gain momentum after June 1st due to salary cap issues. According to Spotrac, Brown signed a 3-year, $96 million extension with Philadelphia in 2024. In 2026 alone, the receiver will receive a base salary of $1.3 million, a signing bonus of $27 million, and a training bonus of $250,000, carrying an impact of approximately $23 million on the salary cap. His total career earnings have already exceeded $91 million. And if Philadelphia were to consider a trade, executives believe the Eagles would demand a high draft pick in 2027 plus a promising young player, exactly the type of aggressive negotiation Howie Roseman is known for. But the question dominating Eagles fans now is simple. Would Philadelphia really have the courage to break up the chemistry between Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown after building one of the most dangerous offenses in the NFL? This doubt is precisely what has transformed this rumor into one of the most explosive stories in the league right now. And while fans are still trying to understand this situation, another NFC East rival may be preparing a move that also involves Philadelphia. While Philadelphia Eagles fans remain attentive to rumors related to possible roster changes, another piece of news has begun to generate repercussions within the NFC East, and now it directly involves rival New York Giants. According to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, cornerback Nazeeh Johnson visited the Giants just days after also meeting with the Eagles during free agency. This immediately increased tension within the division. Johnson left Philadelphia without a contract after his visit on May 4th, which raised questions about the Eagles' true interest in the defender. Now, with the Giants officially entering the race, the situation has gained even more attention behind the scenes in the NFL. The defender spent the last 4 seasons with the Kansas City Chiefs, where he was built primarily as a defensive rotation piece and special teams specialist. Even though he was only selected 259th overall in the 2022 draft, Johnson secured a spot on one of the strongest rosters in the league, and in 2024 he finally received a bigger opportunity. That season, he participated in 498 defensive snaps for the Chiefs, showing speed, dynamism, and good defensive reading in different roles in the secondary. Even without impressive statistics, his athletic profile caught the attention of several teams. NFL.com analyst Lance Zierlein described Johnson as an explosive athlete with good agility and play recognition, although he still shows inconsistency in tackles and physical limitations in more aggressive matchups. Even so, players with this profile remain extremely valued in the current NFL for their ability to contribute in multiple areas of the game. But that's precisely where a key issue arises for Philadelphia. The Eagles significantly revamped their secondary this offseason. The main addition was cornerback Rick Woolen, considered one of the team's most important defensive moves in 2026. In addition to him, the franchise also signed Jonathan Jones and J.T. Gray to strengthen depth and special teams. During the 2026 draft, Philadelphia also selected Cole Wisniewski, in addition to adding undrafted defenders after the event. In other words, the competition in the secondary is enormous. This helps explain why Nazeeh Johnson left Philadelphia without an immediate deal. At this moment, the coaching staff seems focused on evaluating the current roster before making new decisions. But now the Giants can take advantage of of this indecision. And within the NFC East, any reinforcement involving rivals gains even greater importance. League analysts often state that when a free agent leaves a visit without reviewing within a few days, it's usually a sign that the team has decided to go another way. It's not a guarantee, but historically this happens frequently. Meanwhile, the Eagles continue preparing for OT, as that will begin on May 26th, before the mandatory minicamp scheduled for June 9th and 10th. Depending on how these secondary training sessions go, Philadelphia could still backtrack or watch a direct rival bolster its defense with a player who is very close to wearing green. And while the Giants and Eagles compete for defensive pieces, an even bigger problem seems to be growing within Washington. Philadelphia Eagles fans received news that could directly impact the 2026 NFC East race, and it involves the division's biggest emerging rival, the Washington Commanders. After their surprising run 2 seasons ago, when Washington reached the NFC Championship game led by rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels, many believed the Commanders would become a constant threat to the Eagles' dominance. But now, serious doubts are arising about the team's future, and the one who issued this warning was former NFL quarterback and current ESPN analyst Tim Hasselbeck. During his appearance on the On the Fence podcast, Hasselbeck praised Daniels' talent but made it clear that he is concerned about the support the quarterback is receiving from the organization. And this immediately caught the attention of Eagles fans. According to Hasselbeck, the main problem with the Washington offense is the lack of explosive play around Daniels. The analyst stated that the Commanders don't possess the same speed, aggressiveness, and ability to create big plays that other elite NFL teams currently exhibit. And in the modern NFL, that changes everything. Today, the league's most dangerous offenses can turn small spaces into huge dollar gains. Explosive teams pressure defenses vertically, create quick separation, and force impossible coverages throughout the game. That's exactly how Philadelphia dominated the NFC in recent years. While the Eagles surrounded Jalen Hurts with physical, fast, and extremely dangerous players after the catch, Washington still seems to have not found that balance around Daniels. Hasselbeck even compared the situation to the work done by the Baltimore Ravens around Lamar Jackson. According to him, Baltimore constantly invested in explosive pieces to maximize the quarterback's talent, while the Commanders still seem far from that level of offensive support. And that's exactly the kind of news Eagles fans like to hear. Because 2 seasons ago, Washington scared the entire conference. Jaden Daniels played with confidence, the offense looked aggressive, and the Commanders finally showed signs that they could challenge Philadelphia for control of the division. But after that, injuries, aggressive inconsistency, and a drop in collective performance occurred. Now, several analysts have begun to question whether Washington has really done enough to avoid another setback. And for Philadelphia, this could represent a huge advantage. The Eagles remain one of the most complete franchises in the NFL, with a deep roster, explosive offense, and a structure built to compete for the Super Bowl every year. And if the Commanders really failed to build the ideal roster around Jaden Daniels, the Eagles' path in the NFC East could become much more comfortable than many imagined. After all these rumors and moves in the NFL, which of these news items could most impact the Eagles' 2026 season? Possible trade of A.J. Brown to the Jacksonville Jaguars. New York Giants try to sign a defensive target linked to the Eagles. The problems surrounding Jaden Daniels with the Washington Commanders. Comment. Which of these situations you think most favors Philadelphia in the NFC East race? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Later, I'll be back to update you with the latest Eagles news.